Welcome back to Montana this morning, everyone. The time is 6:48. We have a live shot this morning out of Northern California where the car fire exploded yesterday. A mandatory evacuation is in place. One person was killed by the flames, and you can see there buildings aren't standing anymore. The flames definitely got to them. Well, our top story this morning, Lovell, Wyoming gets pummeled by last night's strong hailstorm. One Q2 viewer shared this video with us from inside her home. The Wyoming Bighorn County Sheriff's Office reports a large amount of property damage and power outages in the Lovell area. With resources being stretched to capacity, they are asking residents to check on neighbors, family, and friends. They suggest any property damage be documented with photos and reported to insurance agents. Other residents reported down power lines, trees, and broken windows through town and down Lovell's Main Street. Turning to Crime Watch, masked men storm a Billings spa, demand money, and attack a woman with a hammer. The attack happened just before 1 o'clock this morning at the Happy Massage Spa on the 1800 block of Grand Avenue. The victim told Billings police 5 males wearing masks entered the business and demanded money when one of them struck her with a hammer. They took off with an unknown amount of cash and several other items. The suspects are described as 4 white males and 1 African-American male. They have not been apprehended. The victim was taken to the hospital and treated for minor injuries. And another robbery was reported just after 1 o'clock at the Dottie's Casino on Main Street in the Heights. This one involved a male entering the casino, demanding money at gunpoint and leaving with an undisclosed amount of cash. The suspect is described as a white male with medium build, in his late 20s, wearing a hat, blue jeans, and a gray Grizz pullover. The suspect left on foot and no one was injured. Now into the day's top national headlines. A former Trump attorney, Michael Cohen, says he's willing to tell the special counsel that then candidate Trump knew in advance about a June 2016 Trump Tower meeting with Russians who were expected to offer damaging information on Hillary Clinton. Cohen admits he has no solid evidence. Current Trump attorney Rudy Giuliani called Cohen a pathological liar. North Korea is fulfilling a promise made during last month's historic summit between President Trump and Kim Jong-un. For the first time in more than 10 years, North Korea is returning the remains of U.S. troops killed during the Korean War. In a tweet, President Trump thanked Kim and said this will be a great moment for so many families. CBS's Laura Podesta has more.
One by one, boxes wrapped in blue United Nations flags were taken off a U.S. military plane in South Korea. In them are the possible remains of 55 U.S. servicemen killed during the Korean War. The transfer follows through on a promise North Korean leader Kim Jong-un made to President Trump during their Singapore summit last month.
I asked for it today, and we got it. That was a very last minute. The remains will be coming back.
A formal repatriation ceremony is set to be held in South Korea on Wednesday. Then the remains will be flown to Pearl Harbor for forensic tests to identify them. Today's gesture coincides with the 65th anniversary of the end of the Korean War.
He had what he wanted. He had the woman he wanted. He had the family he wanted.
Rick Downs was 3 years old when his father Hal went off to the war. His Air Force bomber went down on a mission over North Korea. He's been missing ever since.
I call it the wound that never heals. After a while, you get used to having it, and it finds a place within you, and you go on, you live life.
He's cautiously optimistic his father will one day be returned.
You have to really watch your heart here, because this all could just fizzle. This could be nothing. It could be everything.
The remains are believed to be some of more than 200 North Korea has, but about 7,700 U.S. soldiers are still listed as missing. Laura Podesta, CBS News, New York.
And these are the first remains given to the U.S. since 2007 when 6 sets were returned. The North Koreans have expressed a willingness to resume joint search missions with the U.S. to help find more remains. Those had stopped in 2005 because of North Korea's nuclear program. Now in court news, the former owner and driver of a Mission Valley school bus company who stands accused of trading methamphetamine in exchange for sex and cash says he's not guilty. 54-year-old Scott Johnson pleaded not guilty to 3 felony drug counts Thursday in Polson. Lake County prosecutors say an officer pulled Johnson over after he witnessed him buying methamphetamine back in May. That officer later found meth in Johnson's car and a pipe in his pocket. A citizen informant then told authorities that Johnson would sell meth in exchange for cash and sexual services, and that Johnson and others had smoked meth in the school bus barn, on buses, and even on the St. Ignatius High School team bus. Johnson's jury trial is scheduled for November. A Big Sky High School student involved in a chase with a Missoula school resource officer who shot at his car in March admits to charges involved in the case. On Tuesday, the juvenile male entered an Alford plea to 1 count of criminal endangerment, which means he maintains his denial but believes it is in his best interest to resolve the case. The teenager is on release pending the resolution of the charges. His sentencing is set for August 28th. In other news, Montana has lost a true coaching legend. Bob Petrino Sr., aka Mr. Carroll College, passed away at age 81 after battling health problems. He led the Saints for 27 years, starting in 1971. Petrino's team produced 4 undefeated regular seasons, 16 conference championships, and 9 trips to the playoffs. His nephew Jason is here in town, starting his 3rd season as head coach at Rocky.
You know, there's just so many things that I find myself saying that I heard him say. And, you know, you always say this, you don't appreciate it until it's gone. And I use it a lot more after playing for him. Some of the things, the 2 E's, the 2 C's, and what the game of football is about and what you need to be successful. But so many of those things carried on and over into your daily life, you know, being a good person, honesty, hard work, discipline.
And his sons are still coaching, Bobby at Louisville and Paul at Idaho.